Day here in Barnesville, Georgia, for the next iteration between this heated rivalry between the visiting GMC Bulldogs and your Gordon State Highlanders. Once again, everybody, welcome into the broadcast. Eric Edmondson here with you, Chad Feldman to my left. And Chad, it's good to be back out here on the pitch, and couldn't pick a better day for it.
You're absolutely right. A little bit warm, but I tell you, it is not as bad as it has been for the past couple of weeks here today, Eric. And 83 is better than 98.
83
I promise you that.
Yeah.
So.
And it's a little bit of that false fall that Georgia throws your way, because you know next week it's going to be about 93, 95 right back out here. But overall, the Lady Highlanders are starting off the year pretty hot. A 10-0 victory against the Andrew College Tigers coming into this game. They are 1-0 on the year. Meanwhile, the GMC Bulldogs 0-1. But don't make a mistake. This is going to be a very heated contest between two teams that have a very, very registered history.
Yeah, not just a big start for Gordon, but again, a big conference victory for Gordon against Andrew to get the season started 10-0 in game number one this past Saturday to get on the board and get the winning going. And like Eric said here today, it's Gordon and GMC. And Eric, it really doesn't matter what these two teams are playing each other in. This is a huge rivalry between the two colleges, and today is the first meeting of the year between Gordon State and GMC. So we should be in for some pretty good action here this afternoon in Barnesville.
Absolutely. Both teams getting ready to take the field. Gordon's going to be in their all blues with white lettering, gold trim around them, white numbers as well. GMC in some traveling blacks with white lettering and red outlines around them. And Gordon overall coming into this year looking for a little bit better start than they did last year, but overall it's going to be some new leadership at the helm for Gordon State as they welcome in Coach K to right the ship.
And I believe at halftime today, we're going to be hearing from some of that new leadership. Eric had a chance to sit down with one of the newest Highlanders, and we're going to be having that halftime interview coming up for you here this afternoon as well. And Eric, before we get the contest started here today, just quickly got to give a big thank you to some of our supporters here today, including our friends at Coca-Cola, Waffle House, Raintree Golf Club in Thomaston, and West Central Georgia Bank. Without them, we could not be here with you today. And speaking of the Raintree Golf Club, we've got a big golf tournament coming up in October supporting Highlander athletics that we're going to be telling you all about throughout the day.
Absolutely. Officials getting ready to take center circle here. Got 3 officials for this conference matchup. Again, a 1-0 start for the Gordon State Highlanders, 0-1 start for the GMC Bulldogs. But again, these two teams very heated, and GMC is the toast of the conference. They're very good, and it's going to be a big measuring stick matchup here for the Lady Highlanders, how they compete against these Lady Bulldogs this afternoon. Crowd beginning to settle in here again, 83 degrees, although it is starting to heat up just a little bit because it's just a straight sun. It's just straight UV rays today.
Yeah, they say 83, and that looks great on paper. But sitting directly under the bright blue sky here in Lamar County, it feels a little warmer than 83. But you know what? It is a great day to be. It was a great morning. I know that. Waking up this morning for the first time, Eric, since I want to say March or April of this year, I actually had to put on a hoodie to take my daughter to school this morning. So that worked out pretty well. It was nice and cool this morning, so we're getting there. I know it's not quite fall just yet, but it sure did feel good this morning to get that first taste of it. And we're glad to be here with you. Live coverage, our first broadcast and live stream of Gordon State College Highlander soccer here today. Again, Highlanders 1-0 on the season after a 10-0 victory Saturday against Andrew College. Eric Edmondson, I think we are just about ready to go, sir.
We certainly are. It looks like Gordon State getting ready to kick it off here. It's going to be Georgia Fillingham at center circle here, or at center line. Officials preparing themselves along each line. Gordon going with a 3-2-3. to start it off. And we have kickoff just a little bit early. And Gordon already going for the big boom and is going to draw a goalkeeper for the GMC Bulldogs out of net very early in a big collision to start it off. So already GMC able to flip a possession here. It appears to be in net for GMC. That's Carson Griffin, number 14, from what I can tell, as that one's across midfield. Ashlyn Jones able to get it across midfield, and now GMC looks to continue their first push of the afternoon. But a good job by the back line by Gordon State to get it back through. Big jostling here in the midfield as it'll get booted right back towards the half line.
And again, GMC coming in this game today 0-1 on the season. The Highlanders sitting at 1-0. So a chance for both teams not just to get a win, but a huge conference win for both teams here today on the line.
This one is out, and it's going to be a throw in here for the Bulldogs. Officials taking a little bit more of a time here. I believe having a word with one of the Gordon State players. That appears to be number 11 for Gordon State. I believe, jewelry issue. So official pointing that out. She'll have to come off the field momentarily to remove that. So
Olivia Park, number 11 here for the Highlanders today.
Another throw in as Gordon quickly boots it out, trying to continue to reset this momentum for the Bulldogs. Big boot in the air here. And that one played off the inner leg of number 7 for Gordon State. Unable to corral that one. And I believe that's going to lead to our first corner kick and corner defense here for the Gordon State Highlanders. As yes, it will. GMC lining up deep into the corner. Far side. A little bit of a laser there and a little bit of a tough touch for GMC as they're unable to corral it. Box is full of defenders and Gordon State able to flush it, but no one's in the midfield to receive it as GMC is able to sweep that way and move their back line forward. This drifts into the box even more. Ashlyn Jones back on that ball, trying to corral it, trying to get it free, looking for a clear. She's going to go for a boot, but it's going to go right to a GMC Bulldog. Good defense here by Gordon State. They've been tested early on, although Bulldogs still have that trick up their sleeve of a pressure offense that they just have not shown yet. Collision there, trying to wrestle that ball loose, and it is going to get loose for a moment, but Bulldogs able to get it back. Official almost in the mix of things there, able to sidestep out of the way. It's a good job by GMC early. They've been able to get the ball to their backline. That backline has pushed completely forward, and they're able to filter it through and not allow the Gordon offense to really take effect here. But now they're going for a sweep on the outside. Right on the line, it's going to stay in. Good ball control by Gordon, and it'll be booted right back. Good header there. And Gordon continuing going. That's Tatiana McCoy, the team leader in goals and points last season. She returns as they move up the right wing. This one booted back towards the midfield. Good blockade set up by the Highlanders as they look to push through. Footwork by GMC not enough as it continues to get into their own territory. McCoy trying to get free. Now on a one-on-one with a defender. Goes for a slide tackle, unable to break it loose. Good defense by GMC. Even better midfield by Gordon. Tatiana McCoy on a breakaway, and a good save by GMC will end the threat momentarily. Again, I believe that's Carson Griffin. Or excuse me, that is not Carson Griffin. That is number 34. There's our first whistle of the day. I think that foul is going to go for GMC. Yes, number 34 for GMC is in net. Don't have an eye on that number, or on that name, rather. First free kick here for either side. And it's a little bit low on a line drive and right into the legs of the Gordon defense. And they're going to go for a clear. McCoy able to corral it, but she's got a trio of defenders on her as they sweep right up and take that ball away. Good job by Gordon here to play a little bit conservatively. They passed back, and now this one booted right back through. McCoy has done a lot of running here as of late. See what she has in the tank. She's able to tightrope that ball on the line as she disappears in the corner. Going for a huge cross here. Side header, and it's not very strong as it'll just roll right into the palms of the GMC defender.
I believe that is going to be Mackenzie Williams, Eric, if you're calling number 34 for GMC.
So 34, Mackenzie Williams in net for the Bulldogs.
Already a couple of nice plays by Williams today in the goal. Gordon very aggressive here early on.
Gordon just trying to lean the possession in their favor. They've been playing from their own midfield, but it's a good job by them to continually press it against that chalk instead of continually playing in their own box. And it's a good clear there by the Gordon defense as they look for a breakaway, and a big physical move able to shove away. Lanier goes for a big boot, but it's going to go well out. Isabella Tressler watching that one soar. Number 12 on the far side of the pitch. Tressler watches that one soar past her head. And right into possession of GMC once again. But a good job by the defense to wrestle it loose. Now we see a cross to the other side near us as GMC looks to play near that line. Tatiana McCoy right on that once again. Blockade here by the Gordon defenders. That front line now shifting into defense, something that the Bulldogs were doing very well early into this contest, but now they're shifting and turning the page. This is a long cross trying to find somebody on the other end of it. That was intended for Georgia Flim. Right back up to shoot. Now towards the middle. Ball high in the air, settling under it and able to make a hard touch on it is Jones. It'll roll out of her way and into her teammates. And now a little bit of a miscommunication here as GMC looking to advance on the opposition, but a good job by Gordon to come in and sweep and shut the attack. Right near the benches, GMC, a right side attack, trying to flip it in their favor, but they've just been unable to contend with the likes of McCoy as she's back in the mix of things, using her speed to her advantage. Now, in a little bit of trippy footwork, we'll have to pass it back to her defense to see if they can look for a reset. Looping kick right over the head of McCoy, trying to put GMC's midfield to work. McCoy taking a little bit of time, now goes for the big boom ball, trying to break through, but again, that 2-on-1 right on number 8 for Gordon is just not able to break through, and now Gordon pressing, filling him on a 1-on-1, and a good dive. Is it going to roll in? No, it's going to be blocked up well by the defenders, and a fantastic job once again by GMC's goalie as she continually is in the mix of things, Chad.
Already a couple of nice stops here today for GMC in the net. Gordon had a chance that time, but once again, Mackenzie Williams, the sophomore out of Morgan County High School over in Madison, with another nice stop to save a goal there for GMC.
Looking for a through ball here are the Bulldogs, but a good job by the defense to flip it back across. Fillingham has been more or less the focal point of the Highlanders offense. They've been trying to get her the ball. And now McCoy pressing up there with her. This one is well too far, and Williams is going to be able to get that one.
Well, again, Gordon very aggressive here to start this contest. Again, no score, and we're just underway here at Gordon State College in Barnesville. Second game of the season for both teams as we have approached the 9th minute here in the first half.
Big jostling here in the middle. 3-on-2 attack here for the Bulldogs. Fancy footwork, able to find a needlepoint hole. It's not going to be enough as Gordon State once again able to press that through ball. The defense has continually been able to push the Bulldog offensive back, but they've just been unable to really put together a cohesive run with their up front squad.
Eric, we talked in the pregame briefly about both teams being in their second game of the contest. Goes for Gordon on Saturday, a big 10-0 win on the road They were at Andrew College. This GMC team also played last week. They played on Friday, but they fell to South Georgia State. 4-0 final in that one. So GMC looking to get back to 500 on the season. Highlanders looking to get to 2-0. And again, another big conference game here this afternoon as we're in the 10th minute of the first half.
And it's surprising to see from a team like GMC to be shut out as such. You don't necessarily see a lot of nil finishes for the Bulldogs, who, as I said at the top, are a very sought-after program within this conference. This ball is out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Haven't seen too many of those. Both squads have done a fantastic job of keeping the ball inside the realm of the pitch. As this one's pressed all the way back, it's going to be easy for the GMC defense to get it out of their own way. McCoy will force that. It'll be a throw-in for GMC.
After today's contest, both teams are back in action this weekend. GMC will be at Oxford College at Emory on Friday. Eric and I and the Highlanders will be right back here with the Highlanders on Saturday.
So weekend action for you to keep watch of on K13 Media.
Yeah, glad to have everybody on board here with us today on our live YouTube feed, our first broadcast of the season. And Eric, if we keep this thing rolling, everything goes right, and we have some nice weather. This is the first of what we're planning on 8 home games this season for the Highlanders.
Wouldn't mind this weather the rest of the way through. Here, a through ball right over the head of McCoy. It's going to be an easy grab for Williams and net.
Yeah, Mackenzie Williams, sophomore again, former Morgan County Bulldog. Pretty good athletic program out there in Morgan County. It doesn't really matter baseball, softball, soccer, football. They are normally at the top of the state rankings in every single sport they play. Football team this year is in the top 5. Soccer was a finalist last year for the Bulldogs in Class AA, so some good talent over there. And it's always nice, too, you know, when you're at GMC in Milledgeville. You don't have to go too far from home to find some great talent just up the road in Morgan County.
So she didn't have to change a lot of her gear being a Bulldog.
Yeah, from one dog to another. Worked out pretty well for her. And again, she's wearing number 34 here today. Not the only player from Morgan County on the team for GMC, Mariana Victoria, who wears number 13. She's a freshman, along with Carly Hagler, number 6, who is also a freshman. So they've got 3 Morgan County Bulldogs here with the GMC Bulldogs.
And now within the box, it was another opportunity there for Fillingham. It's a funky name to say.
We should have it nailed down by about the 5th game of the year. I think we'll be good to go.
Excellent job to put her body on the line there. Able to lay out and block the oncoming attack and force GMC once again to push themselves back up.
Yeah, that was a good break right there as Siobhan Oridian, number 14, the freshman out of Cambridge, was trying to break away, and instead she had it broken up by the Highlanders.
The Highlanders have done a great job of breaking up any attack, like you've said, Chad. While we have said there hasn't been cohesion here for Gordon, but now they're looking for one here. On a breakaway, Olivia Park on a one-on-one takes a shot, and it's well wide. She was contested there at the last touch, and that little bit of contention is what forced that kick to go wide right.
And you could see she knows she missed an opportunity. Had a breakaway, just missed it a little wide right, and had to duck down and in a sigh of disbelief. But again, another attack here by Gordon. That's already our 5th shot on goal here in this first half.
And that's good to see, especially with the entire offense has been trying to run through Fillingham. But you also see Park getting a good look there. McCoy has been a fantastic facilitator up front. So Gordon has been able, while they haven't been able to necessarily put cohesion together, they've been able to apply pressure. And again, this is the early stages, so a lot of these players still trying to learn each other's routes, learn each other's speed, as this one is just a big boot all the way over to Williams, who has been very busy today. And Gordon State's keeper hasn't necessarily been tested at all.
Not much going on down there on the left end. It's all been going to the right here this afternoon. Highlanders, again, the aggressor here to start this contest. Still no score, though.
That's what you like to see in a match. Good footwork here, keeping it middle. Fantastic juke there by Gordon State as they continue. Lanier moved with the ball momentarily before flipping it back to Jones. Jones up the line, trying to find somebody. And Tressler once again on that left wing being a problem for GMC.
Tatiana McCoy, number 20 there for Gordon, is just waiting to break away with a chance as she sprints down, just trying to get an open look.
Park, Tressler, deep in the corner, goes for a cross, and McCoy as well as Flillingham had an opportunity there but just could not corral a touch on it. Now a duo of defenders all over McCoy, and she's deep in the corner trying to get that ball free. They're trying to force it out, and it's going to be a poor touch by McCoy that forces the ball out and be a throw-in once again for GMC.
McCoy had a good look, again, 2-on-1, and just could not corral that ball as it got through her feet. And right back to the Bulldogs.
And now an interesting play here as GMC has gotten that back line for Gordon pushed all the way up. Good job by Jones to fly in and able to deflect that ball to Tressler. Tressler pushing her way up. This ball's going to be a race for speed. And again, Williams on the other end of it at the very edge of her territory, able to pick up that ball.
Eventually, one of these is going to find a way to get through. Williams has been very, very busy here first 15 minutes of the game. One of them's going to break through here eventually.
Exactly. The shooting lanes and the passing lanes for Gordon have been very well wide open. But like I've said, just the speed hasn't caught up to it yet. Here's a save opportunity here for Gordon. And, yeah, it's going to be one from well outside. And a soft touch by the keeper out of Gordon State, able to pick that one up.
I want to say it's the first action Gordon has seen down around its own net here today.
Other than the corner kick within the first 2 minutes. You're correct, Chad. GMC pressing their way up through the middle. Good attack forming here, and a fantastic stop by Chile. One where Chile was just able to turn and deflect it off of the calf and force that shot to go all the way back towards the line. We'll have a little bit of substitutions here. Looks like 2 here for GMC and just 1 for Gordon State.
And while we have that for a moment, let's just update our standings here as we're still very early into the season. So far, only 2 teams in the win column, that of course being our Highlanders and South Georgia with a big win. Central Georgia Tech and Oxford yet to play, and then Georgia Military and Andrews sitting at 0-1 right now. So 6 teams in the conference. Again here today, it is Gordon State and Georgia Military, and still waiting on Central Georgia Tech and Oxford to get their portion of the schedule underway. Very, very early. Matter of fact, I take that back. Central Georgia Tech is in action. They finished their first game of the season with a draw.
Okay.
So Oxford, the only team so far yet to record a win-loss or a tie. 5 out of the 6 teams have already been in action in the GCAA conference standings. And, you know, that's another one of those teams we don't hear a lot of throughout the year with Oxford, especially with softball and baseball and basketball. But great to have a team like Oxford out of Emory, and we're going to be seeing them as well this season.
I can't wait for that. It's going to be good competition. I believe we had Kara Bishop come in. Dual sport athlete here at Gordon State.
Yeah, we saw Kara yesterday, softball practice, and a nursing student as well.
Oh, goodness.
Here at Gordon State.
Full plate.
So, yeah, full-time nursing student, softball player, and soccer player. Former Lamar County Trojan from just up the road in your neck of the woods there, Eric.
That's right. This one deflected and a tough touch, and wow, that's going to go Gordon State's way. I believe this is going to be their first throw-in.
And that game for Central Georgia Tech where they finished in a tie, that came up against USC Sumter. It was last Saturday, a 1-1 final. Their next game will be coming up on Thursday. They'll be taking on ABAC.
ABAC runs a good program down in Tifton. This one's right on the line and not over enough for the official to signal anything there.
Again, ABAC is one of those programs like we were talking about with GMC, Eric. It really doesn't matter what sport they're playing. They're going to be right toward the top of their standings, and a very good program down in, I don't know, would you call it South Georgia's Tifton? Far enough to be considered South Georgia?
I would say it's
okay.
Tifton.
All right, I'll go with that.
It's around there. I can't remember the exact town that ABAC is a part of. But I know I see the Tifton signs.
No, you're right. It's
close.
Tifton. You're absolutely right. It's Tifton. Some people say that you're not in South Georgia till you make it down toward Valdosta. So I didn't want to upset anybody here.
In my opinion, you're in South Georgia when you get past Warner Robins.
Ah, there you go. Okay. That'll work.
That's my opinion.
I knew forever growing up toward the Atlanta area, it was always South Georgia when we went to Macon. It was, God, we got to go that far down?
Man. Georgia's a very region contentious place, you know. You can be from the perimeter in Atlanta and still not be from Atlanta.
Or now you're in Atlanta and you're an hour from Atlanta. Absolutely.
That's exactly right. McCoy up the middle looking for Fillingham again. Fillingham again just trying to facilitate and trying to get something started. Gordon State has been on the offensive here, having to take a break, and now I think we'll have, not just yet, I think maybe a foot cramp for the Bulldogs as we're going to have some time here as Williams corrals the ball.
They did have a player down on the far side, yeah.
Yeah, I think that just a foot cramp caught her. But she's back up and running, so nothing to be too worried about. This one a short ball and a fantastic job to spin around by Chile and block that up. Again, another opportunity here for Williams. Gordon has to figure out a way to put that ball just out of Williams' reach because she has shown she's not afraid to come out of net. She's not afraid to use her physicality. So if you can draw her out a little more than usual, we have not seen her in an actual save position where she can dive or possibly go for that. Bishop now on the defense, and a good cross there by GMC, but it's going to turn all for naught as the keeper for Gordon once again is going to be put to test. This one just a soft roller into her palms.
Yeah, you were talking about the Highlanders attacking. Really only just one true shot on goal.
Park.
Yeah, that was the one that Park just missed wide to the right. Other than that, it's just been basic saves and stops there for Williams. I'd like to see the Highlanders get down there and take a little more. We've been down on the right side of the field a lot.
It's just a matter of, again, taking that time and putting together a true attack. Going to have another substitution here for Gordon State. Coming off is Sydney Fluellen. We'll see who's coming on here momentarily. Looks to be number 27.
Yep, while you're catching that, again, just want to give a big thank you to our sponsors here today, our friends at Coca-Cola, Waffle House, the Raintree Golf Club, and West Central Georgia Bank, all helping us bring you live coverage of Gordon State Highlander soccer. I got to get used to saying that, Eric. Soccer.
Soccer.
Not softball, not baseball. Although softball is in action behind us practicing. Baseball is on their field practicing. I'm sure Coach Sheehan and the basketball program are up inside the SARC.
They are.
Getting ready for their season, which will be starting in about a month or so.
They look like they got a good group of guys in there. That ball will be out.
Coach Sheehan did a wonderful job last year turning that program around for the Highlander men's basketball team. And not only having a winning record, but going to the conference playoffs, winning a conference playoff game,
That's
making
huge.
it to the semifinals. So big turnaround in year number one for Coach Sheehan and the Highlanders. So hopefully this year it's even better, and it won't be too much longer. Eric and I will be up inside the SARC arena with Highlander basketball.
And there's such a craving for it here at Gordon State. That is one of the most popular sports here. Everyone enjoys coming to the soccer or coming to the basketball games. So it'll be exciting and it'll be electric arena once we get in there. That's going to be out.
Had a few times last year where we had all of our athletic programs, baseball, softball, everybody in there for a couple of games. And, man, it was just an atmosphere that you could not believe. The energy was just insane. So hopefully we get more of that this season.
This ball is going to go off the shins of Chile. It'll be forced out and be another throw in here as GMC continues to move their attack down into Gordon State territory. This into the box here, but a good job by the Gordon State defense to find their way through the poles and get this ball loose momentarily. Good job by Lanier to try to sweep this one in net. There's going to be no whistle on that. It'll be out, though. That was a tough tackle there, but official letting it play through. We'll see how lenient that continues to be as we get deeper into this contest. Still 0-0. And I'm not mistaken with my time, maybe about halfway through this first.
Let's see how close you are. Yeah, 23 minutes in. That's pretty doggone good there. Not bad, Eric.
I'm not too bad with my time management in soccer. Bishop, excellent block, meeting the kick before it could even register. And this one's going to find its way all the way up to the baseball field.
Yep, before we get the kick back in, let's give you an update on the schedule. Only one game in action today in the conference. That is the one you're seeing right here with Gordon and Georgia Military. Coming up on Thursday, Central Georgia Tech will be at home to take on A-Bag. That'll be a 3 o'clock start on Thursday. And then on Friday, again, this GMC team going to be on the road to take on Oxford. South Georgia will be down in Cuthbert, Georgia to take on Andrew. And then we are right back here Saturday, 3 p.m. We get our next game against USC Sumter. Again, that's Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. here at Gordon State College. So a quick look at the GCAA schedule for the remainder of the week. First home game of the season here for the Highlanders, about midway through the first half. And again, coming up at halftime, we've got a one-on-one interview. Eric had a chance to sit down with one of our Highlanders And, Eric, I'll let you preview that and tell us who we got coming up at halftime here in just a moment.
Absolutely. A little bit of danger in the box first, though, but Gordon State able to clear it. Yeah, we got Ashlyn Jones coming up at the half. Jones on the field, on the pitch right now. In fact, that ball just ricocheted off. We're able to block it up nicely for her teammate. And that one's going to go towards Gordon's way. So you won't want to miss that interview around halftime. So stick around with us for that. Big boot here as Gordon State trying to flush out the GMC intruders on their own side. But again, it's going to be another throw in. And Lily Brosima for GMC has been very busy on this right wing as she has continuously just been the throw-in person for her squad.
Are you surprised that we're a little past midway in the first half of this one, still no score?
Not at all, not between these two teams, because no matter even if it is a JUCO, it is a 2-year cycle for a lot of players, and yeah, we're going to get our whistle there. So that was a little bit of a test by Lanier as she got a tough tackle earlier on, but she delivers a tough tackle there. Yes, was well warranted, but just seeing how far she can test that one, as she is an aggressive defender, just trying to get her legs under her with the official.
Yeah, got too much of Ansley Butts, who's the freshman out of East Coweta High School, former Indian.
Springer boosts this one high and right into the hands of the Highlander keeper.
Springer gave that one a good ride. Almost had it in that top corner of the net.
Yep. Not enough pizzazz on it to finish that touch, though. And that one just an unfortunate ball because she was trying to go all the way there, see if she could get it over the head. But unfortunately, none of her teammates was able to do anything. Man, what a fantastic grab there. That was as frustration building there for GMC as it looked like number 8, Jennifer Gomez, was on that touch but just could not finish it. Park to McCoy. Fillingham also there. Trio of defense. McCoy trying to use her speed to break through. There's going to be a whistle, and it's a foul on the Bulldogs.
It looks like we're going to have a free kick right here for the Highlanders, and they're in pretty good field position.
Fantastic
See
field
who
position.
wants to take this kick. Eric, looks like we're going to have number 12 coming here for the Highlanders.
Yep.
And it looks like that is going to be Isabel Tressler, I believe.
So Tressler's been on that left side all game long. She has not necessarily been super active, but she has been there when she's needed to be. And, man, wouldn't it be something for her to be here for the Highlanders, get some wind under their sails as we tick down the final minutes here in the first half.
Let's see how Mackenzie Williams, the goalkeeper,
Yep.
here for the Dogs, want to play the kick.
Tressler boosts this one high. Williams is going to watch it sail overhead, so just too much gas on that one. And Williams easily just watches it go, and she'll grab the spare right next to her own net. So you saw what they were trying to do there. Tressler trying to boot that one high, just as Springer just did on the opposite side of the field for GMC. So both squads kind of going with a kill shot, just trying to finish it off in one swift swoop. Williams again goes up, and Tressler, that one just a little bit too far out in front of her for her to do anything with it. And the big boot by Williams is going to find midfield, and Bishop right on that one as she'll get it over. Bishop once again wrestling for the defender, moving up to midfield, moving up to McCoy. McCoy unable to get it, and back to her. And now Lanier back to Bishop. This one booted high again. Tons of backspin, and right into the arms of Williams.
It's so funny to watch Kara kick because all I've ever seen her do is play softball, play second base, and dive for balls and catch line drives and turn double plays. And it is so fun to watch just the multi-talented athletes we have out here at Gordon State College. And again, a full-time nursing student. So she is I would say her plate's full, but that is definitely an understatement. It's more like going back for thirds on Thanksgiving after you've already had your first 2 full plates.
I don't know how I genuinely don't know how you'd be a dual sport athlete as well as being enrolled in the nursing program at Gordon State, which it has to be near top of the state. It's a fantastic program. This one booted right past and off of the bar. Not a bad look there, but Williams knew it was going to finish poorly as it tips off the left of the left bar.
I'm trying to get a number. Was that Parks 11 on that kick, or did we have 14? I believe that was 14 here for the Highlanders.
Yeah, that would have been Carissa Thompson.
So close. Closest anybody has been to scoring anything so far here today. Just off the left post, and so we've been wide right and off the post so far. Our best 2 opportunities here in the first half. approaching the 30-minute mark of the first half here in Barnesville.
I believe that would have been Park, Chad, because I don't spy 14 on the pitch at the moment. So
Well, you stole my binoculars, so it's kind of hard for me to see, so I'm going to blame you. You hold on to them. You hold on. It's all good.
I meant to bring my own.
I meant to. I meant to bring a battery for my mouse, so I stole your AA battery. You stole my binoculars.
There we go.
We're all in it. It's all good.
Even Stevens.
Sounds good.
Lanier off the tough touch, trying to corral it back to her, and she will gain possession and get it back to Ashlyn Jones. Jones near the line, gets it up. This one right near Springer.
I'll be honest, this is a lot of fun so far. Again, our first live stream broadcast for Highlanders soccer here against GMC today. No score inside the 30th minute of the half. And it takes a little getting used to for Eric and I to get the flow going. But I promise you, it's going to be a fun season. A lot of excitement behind the soccer program. And when folks found out we were live streaming soccer, there was a lot of excitement behind it. So glad to have everybody tuned in on the YouTube channel here with us today. Hope you could come out and join us in person Saturday for our next contest, 3 p.m. against USC Sumter right here at Gordon State College in big, beautiful Barnesville, Georgia.
Big.
Watch the traffic on Saturday.
Yes, the soccer program has always had a lot of hype around Gordon State. It's always been a very good program. I remember when I first did it back in 2022, I was very excited to be on board with them. Good boot to get that out of the way.
My wife played here back when we were in college. I will not say what years. I will.
There you go, smart man.
But I will tell you one thing: she loved it. You know, played all throughout high school and came here to Gordon and played and absolutely loved it. Still got her soccer picture and showed it to our daughter a couple of weeks ago. She was like, "That's Mom?" I was like, "Yeah, Mom was awesome."
Tough shove by McCoy, and she's able to stay up clean through it and not through that one.
She may have got away with a push on that one.
I wonder if that's going to be a late call or if that's going to be on Tressler.
McCoy, if
that was a shove.
I was about to say.
That was most certainly a shove, but it's just a question of what's going to be called what, and I think it's just going to be a late call there by the head official.
Approaching the 32nd minute of the first half. Still no score here in Barnesville.
Just about 13 left. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Had to make sure my math's good. This one all the way to the box, and it's going to be taken by GMC off a touch, and that's going to warrant a keeper kick.
Good try for the Dogs, trying to get it all the way downfield.
They've been that front line has been very strong. Brittany Benner, number 1, listed as defender, but being up front today. She's all in it, too. She's got the red hair. Or is that a red headband? Either way, school spirit.
Use my binoculars. You'll be able to find out, Eric. If you're going to hold them in your hand.
Well, help me if I'm colorblind, Chad.
I'm just blind, period.
This one over the head of Fillingham. Duo defenders, and now Fillingham on a breakaway. Got to win this race. And a good job by the defense to close off that route, but not yet. Tressler. That one had a little bit too much side spin. Had a good look to it, but just connected off the right side of the foot and could not angle that one towards the net.
Took a big bang down there inside the box, and Tressler tried to clean it up, but again, wild right for the second time here today.
And it seems like Gordon State right now, they're wanting that first. They want that goal so bad. And, of course, they got the 10-0 victory at Andrews, so we know this is offense that can put the ball in the back of the net. But right now it's just a little bit too much boom ball.
Yeah, and I think against GMC, that one goal may be all you need. As tight as this game has been so far and as tight as we're expecting it to be, here we go again.
Fillingham going to have to win this race, but she's not going to win it against Williams, who, interesting decision there to just boot that out. And Williams a little bit frustrated with her defense there, trying to bring them back, but it's going to give some pretty decent field position on a throw-in to Gordon State. This one thrown in, bounced right in front of Park, who's had a couple of very good looks so far. Park trying to bounce towards that back line. And that one's going to be rolled out, and that's going to be the first corner kick opportunity here for Gordon State. So this is going to be your first real look at a very good shot to score where everything can settle down.
Let's see who's going to take it. That's way down there in that corner.
I believe it's going to be Park. Yeah, it's going to be Park, who's had the best looks at the back of the net today.
Be nice to curve one in right here, get a nice header in front of the goal. GMC with that wall built.
Park is up for the cross. It's on a line, and way too much on that one as it'll skip off the head of a couple Bulldogs. And now Gordon just trying to corral it and salvage this attack. Defense trying to swoop in, but a good job by GMC to push it back, and now everyone having to race back to their positions as the Bulldogs 4 up try to push. A roll out and be a throw in here for GMC, and that's a good job by Kara Bishop, it looked like, to just get that ball out and loose a little bit. Excuse me, that's not Bishop. That is going to be, goodness, number 27 for Gordon State.
Who is not on our roster. We apologize.
Yes.
Rosters were still being pieced together about, 10 minutes before we kicked off here today.
Well, Chad, he wrote me a roster to make things a little easier, so thank you very much, Chad.
Yeah, handwriting. I hope my chicken scratch is legible to some point.
It looks better than mine. Mine's legible to one person, and we still haven't found them yet.
The search is on. Hey, big shout out to the Highlander football team who's in practice there right in the top of our camera screen. Saw with Coach yesterday, 75 players on the Highlander football team. And they're going to a new conference this year.
I was about to say, they're going to have a good schedule this year.
Clayton State's on that schedule. A couple of teams out of Florida, and I believe Coach was telling us yesterday they've even got one trip lined up to Texas this season.
Tejas.
They'll be playing their home football games this year over at Lamar County High School here in Barnesville. Mid-September, I believe, is what Coach was telling us. They'll have their first home game here in Barnesville. 75 players. That's not too shabby.
That's healthy.
And I hope that is a program that does grow, here in Barnesville. I know the past couple of years it's been kind of, hit or miss, teetering. Will we play? Will we not play? And, I mean, man, 75 players is committed. That's a lot of young men wanting to play football. So hopefully we can, put that same momentum behind it and get these guys in this program to grow for many years down the road. I mean, if you're looking at maybe 20, 25 guys, okay, I get it. But, again, 75 football players. And, again, basically still playing club ball, I guess you could call it, Eric, here at Gordon State. And, I mean, that 75 is pretty healthy. And with all the great high school football around Gordon State College, especially like with softball and soccer and baseball, you got a lot of homegrown kids in this area. I would love, you and I are football guys. Of course, we broadcast Pike County High School football on Friday nights. We love our high school football, and there's a lot of good football around here, so hopefully Coach and the crew can continue to advance forward with it.
Be a lot of fun if they could capture another crowd like they did back in 22.
Mm-hmm. Did you get one of those rings?
Sure did.
You got it on? Oh, okay.
I don't have it on. No,
you just gave me the bird then. Okay, thanks.
No, this is the ring finger.
Oh, the ring finger. Okay.
No, my middle finger's for my softball conference championship ring.
Oh, sorry. All right, Bill Belichick.
McCoy on a breakaway, but a good job by the defender in Cheerian Jones.
37th minute, first half. My best friend was on that football coaching staff a couple of years ago, Coach James Lau. He was here with the Highlanders and helped out with a lot of the defense and the scouting. And when y'all won that national championship, first thing he had to do was come and blind me with a big giant ring on his finger.
It's a little bit of a shiner, isn't it?
It is. It's a very nice ring. Look very heavy.
Yeah, it's just got a little bit of weight to it.
I was told by my boss with the Atlanta Braves that if the Braves should win another World Series title with the department I'm in with the Braves, I would get a World Series ring.
Oh, Chad, I hope
you're
with them next year then.
I'm going to tell you, well, yeah, absolutely. I don't want to be negative, but I don't think I got to worry about adding any jewelry to my left hand this season.
This one, a good job by the Gordon keeper to come out of box there. Some Gordon defenders just having a talk between each other.
It's been a very back and forth, evenly matched game. Nobody really dominating. I think Gordon may have a couple of more shots on goal, but
Gordon has most certainly had more shots on goal, but the possession, I really do feel like that early match possession was such dominated by the Bulldogs that they will have that possession indicator when you go back and look at the stats at halftime.
It should be coming up about 7 minutes from right now. Won't be too. That's the one thing about soccer I have learned, especially the last 7 or 8 years with my daughter playing. Man, it goes so fast. I mean, it moves, and they only play 20, 25-minute halves. So imagine how quick that goes. Here we are, 45 at Gordon State as we get another whistle. And it looks like this one will be on the Bulldogs once again.
Yep, and that's something as well as the fouls have been a little bit more even than I would have anticipated. And it also looks like we have a player down for Gordon State.
Are they tying their shoe? I think they're tying their – don't tell my wife. She will lose her mind. Yeah, we got a player tying his shoe, which gives us another opportunity to once again say thank you to a few of our partners here today who are helping us bring you live coverage of Highlanders soccer live from Barnesville, including our friends at Coca-Cola, the Waffle House, Raintree Golf Club, and West Central Georgia Bank, all helping us bring you live coverage of Highlander soccer here today. First home game of the season at Gordon State College. We're approaching the 40th minute in the first half, and still no score. And it looked like we might have a player down on the far side of the field. Can you get a number there?
That is Tatiana McCoy, and she's being attended to by the trainer now. It took a minute for her to even sit back up. I didn't exactly see it. Looked maybe a non-contact or something of the other, which if it's a non-contact, that always worries you. And she doesn't look to be in any sort of serious pain. But
while they're working on Tatiana, I want to tell you real quick about the upcoming golf tournament. It's the Gordon State Athletics Swing for Success. Tournament's going to be coming up on October the 3rd, 2025 at the Raintree Golf Course in Thomaston. Beautiful course over there in Thomaston, Georgia. We would love for you to come and join us. If you want to be a sponsor, if you'd like to play, grab yourself a team. Again, it's coming up on October the 3rd, Raintree Golf Course in Thomaston. Swing for Success. GSCathletics.com is where you can find all the information for the big tournament October 3rd. Do you play golf?
I do.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure if you would call what I do out there playing golf. I can drive. I can drive fantastic.
Yeah, I can drive to the course. But once I get on the course, I look like I'm swinging a ground ball to shortstop. It's just not happening. Putt-putt's my game, though. If we had a putt-putt challenge, I think we're on to something. And I believe if Dr. Moore was telling me right, back in the spring, the original date of the golf tournament, I believe the softball team was supposed to be hosting a putting contest. But, of course, stormed out, rained out, didn't get to get it in. I hope we get to do that again in October. That's a little up my alley.
I was about to say, well, let's see what you got, Chad.
I can putt.
So McCoy comes out of this game still being tended to, still unsure what the injury might be, but either way, she is on the bench. She is fine. She's just having a sip of water over there. Coming in her stead is Lebeth Ramirez, number 9. And more than likely, just McCoy coming out in the closing minutes of this first half is going to give her a little bit of extra rest before coming out for the second.
Not a bad idea. Give her a rest.
Fantastic diving stop there, and I believe that's going to be an offsides call on GMC. That's the second offsides on them as they've now adopted a little bit more of a through ball than they had in the first half, where they're just trying to push back this onslaught of Gordon offense. They're trying to push these defenders on the back. But want to give a huge shout out. Go ahead to Zapara Chile, because she has been fantastic. She has been the captain of the defense back there, and she's done a fantastic job of just rounding off any attacker that has come into their territory.
Chile has definitely been busy. There's no doubt about it.
Spin for the ball there, and coming up clean with it is Skylar Gordon. Gordon still wrestling. Duo of defenders on her, including Tressler. And that's going to be a Gordon State ball as it's pushed out by the Bulldogs.
And it'll take us to the 43-minute mark of the first half, so just a couple of minutes to play before halftime. Still no score. Highlanders, we'll call it what, Eric? At least 3 good shots on goal that I've counted so far.
3 good. So you had both the wide by Park and then the post hit by
that's
Park.
Right. Yep, right off that left post.
And the corner that was just boomed a little bit too much.
So then we'll call it 2 really good
looks.
Yeah, that one off that left post, so doggone close, and the breakaway Parks had just pushed it a little wide right.
It'll be interesting to see here because it's more than likely this might be our final opportunity here for Gordon State in this first half. Fillingham off the back of her head, trying to keep it in front of her, is not going to be able to, as Williams is going to take charge here. Just look to boot this one in the air, tick some off the clock.
Speaking of that clock, we're at the 44-minute mark.
So final seconds now. Bishop booms it back over. Fillingham motioning here, trying to get free. Tressler, if she can win the foot race, she might be able to get a good touch here. It's a big if, though, because it's a really good defense here by the Bulldogs. And it's going to be forced out by Abby Venable. They'll look to throw it in again. It looks like Jones. Jones will get it up. And this one in the box. Ramirez on a 2-on-1, able to get a touch on it, but it's a little bit too high. And it'll head off the back banner. Williams will head back for it.
Another good shot. Just a little high on that one.
Excuse me here. I think it's going to be a tip, so it's going to be a corner. So someone got a tip off on it, and that's a huge break for the Highlanders as Park's going to get an opportunity to head to the corner once more. Park winds back the boot. It's a little bit softer this time. Opportunity for a header, and man, what a fantastic grab by Williams as she overcomes every bit of opposition there and just puts hands on the ball.
Williams went up and at least 4 or 5 other players around her and just took that one out of the air for the Bulldogs. What a save.
Ashlyn Jones will round it off, put it to the other side. This one is going to be booted up and out. Gordon State ball. Kara Bishop moving deep into the corner. Relinquishes possession momentarily, wrestling for it. Bishop back on it, and that's going to fly out. Park. And again, Gordon State continually pushes it up, just trying to find themselves free.
You can hear everybody there for Gordon yell, quickly, quickly, quickly. They know time is running out here in the first half. We're in our 46th minute. And there's the whistle.
So, first half ends 0-0. Both squads showing some flashes, but Gordon State getting a couple of very, very good looks on the goal, Chad.
Absolutely, which will take us to halftime here in Barnesville. We're going to take ourselves a timeout, and when we come back, it's our first one-on-one interview of the 2025 season. Eric was able to sit down earlier today with one of our Highlander soccer players, and we'll bring you that interview in its entirety coming up in 60 seconds. Halftime here in Barnesville, no score between Gordon State and GMC.
Campus life at Gordon State College is all about moving forward together. With a vibrant student community and hundreds of organized activities, there's no limit to how much you can get involved. At our Student Activity and Recreation Center, meet up with friends to play video games, start a workout regimen, and even host a movie night. Join an intercollegiate or club sports program like baseball, basketball, volleyball, or golf. Break a sweat with your favorite intramural sport, fitness squad, or one-on-one match. Or grab a group of friends and cheer on your Highlanders from the stands. Beyond academics, Highlander Nation is a place to connect with one another and build lifelong friendships. Get involved with a student organization or a club that aligns with your passions. Students can connect with our community through theater productions, service projects, or speaker series. Whether you live on campus or off, students can enjoy it all. Learn more about getting involved in Gordon State College campus life. Visit the Student Life Office today.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Eric Evanson here with Ashlyn Jones, number 5 of the Gordon State Highlanders soccer team. Ashlyn, thank you so much for joining us for our halftime show.
Of course.
All right, so today, obviously facing off against a tough opponent in GMC, but let's take a look at yourself off the field. Ashlyn, where do you come from?
Griffin, Georgia.
Griffin, Georgia. All right.
About 20 minutes down the road.
No, it's not too far. 20 minutes you drive fast enough. Now, what brought you to Gordon, and what overall has been your journey with soccer?
So I transferred from South Carolina State, and I didn't really like it there, so I came here, and I like it so far. I've been playing with people I've been playing with since like club years in high school, so I'm really enjoying it so far.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And what was the driving passion for soccer? Who got you introduced into the sport?
My dad.
Your dad?
He put me in it when I was like 3. And I just kind of stuck with it.
Now, did he put you in it, or do you like want to get
He
into
put me
it
in
more?
He put me in it. Then I just kind of gained the love for it.
Hey, you've gotten pretty far to this point. Pretty good so far. So looking at other stuff off the field, you got any other favorite hobbies you like to do, like to get into?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. Like, I like to play other sports.
Okay.
When not like when this is in season.
Right.
Because I used to play like volleyball and basketball and stuff like that. So I like to play other sports. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe like read a little.
Do a little bit of reading? Some
Just a
recreational
little.
reading?
Just a little bit.
You know, I have to say myself, I'm not too bad on the volleyball court as long as it's sand. It's got to be sand volleyball. Hardwood volleyball, I've gotten a couple of, what do you call it? Not tile burns, wood burns,
Court burn.
Yeah, not fun, not fun at all. Although I will say, even though I'm not the tallest of people, I've gotten a couple good spikes down. Although I've been told that's not what it's called. Multiple times.
A spike.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I've always
I've been
called
told by volleyball players that it's just not called a spike. It's called a hit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So overall, volleyball, multifaceted athlete you are. And just going back to where you are, what brought you back to Gordon? What do you love about the area? Is it just kind of a close to home type of feel, or you just like Georgia a little bit more than South Carolina?
Like, I guess it's like more of close to home because traveling like every other weekend, 3.5 hours. Yeah, it was a long drive, but like 20 minutes. Like if I need my parents, I can just call them and they'll like be here and stuff like that.
Right.
And they can actually like, not saying they didn't come to my games, but like these games are a lot closer, so it's more convenient for their work schedule.
Absolutely, and I know from personal experience, I would say Georgia has a lot better food than South Carolina. So, what are some of your favorite foods from around here? What's your go-to?
Like in Georgia in general, or
just
in
everywhere.
Barnesville? Okay, McDonough, Georgia.
Okay.
Juicy crab.
Oh.
Garlic butter oysters. Mild.
I love some juicy crab too. Now, something that always pops up in athlete interviews: game day meal. Do you have a ritual game day meal, or you just kind of whatever works?
I guess like whatever works, but just nothing like too heavy.
Right.
Because my stomach is very sensitive, so it's nothing too heavy. Because it's hot outside.
Yeah.
Heavy food and heat doesn't mix.
No,
But
it doesn't.
I don't really have like a specific thing. Sometimes I eat like a salad from the calf or something. Today I had a chicken wrap. So.
How is that calf food at Gordon State? I've heard differing from multiple sources.
It's okay. It depends on the day.
Yeah.
Like Wednesday, the fried chicken is good.
See? Yeah, always depends on the
But
day.
it
Depends on
depends,
what taste you got.
Depends on the day.
So, do you have any other athlete rituals that you go through? Maybe a superstition or just like a thing that you try to avoid?
I always drink a Monster and an apple juice before like games.
Like at the same time? Like both
I'll
hands?
drink. Wait, both hands? No. Like I'll drink the Monster first, and then I'll wait a little bit, and then I'll drink the apple juice, and then I'll pray, and then I'll play.
There you go. That is a good ritual. I don't understand I can't do the apple juice and the Monster together.
Why?
What flavor of Monster? Is it just the
I
regular
forgot what it's
old
called.
one?
It's the black and like light blue one. It's really good. It tastes like a blue raspberry Jolly Rancher.
Maybe I try that out. Maybe that becomes my breed. Apple juice and blue Monster, the blue electric Monster. Okay. Now, when you're not playing soccer and when you're not in Georgia per se, is you got a favorite vacation spot you like to go to?
We go to Jamaica every 2
Really?
years for our family reunion. Yeah.
Oh, family reunion. So your family's from Jamaica? That's awesome. Now, Jamaicans have great food as well. Favorite Jamaican dish? 'Cause I have mine.
Breakfast, I would say ackee and saltfish. Maybe, I don't really know, like lunch, like, I don't know. But dinner, maybe like curry goat, curry chicken.
Curry goat, curry chicken. Okay. I love just some regular jerk chicken. Straight up, put in a bowl. I'm good.
Oxtails.
Yeah, like jerk and oxtail. Now, I've been accused of putting too much oxtail on stuff because sometimes I just like a little bit more kick.
Yeah.
So I'll just put, more than a tablespoon.
Like in Jamaica, they make it spicy.
That's what I'm saying. It's not good unless it's spicy.
Yeah. Until like your mouth is burning. It's not yummy.
Exactly. And now the Jamaican heritage, is that on your mom's side or your dad's side?
My mom.
Okay. Okay. And is that an every year tradition for you guys to go to Jamaica?
Mhm.
That's awesome. What part of Jamaica?
Sometimes we'll go to Negril. Sometimes we'll go to, I'm not sure how to say, Merrill.
Mm-hmm.
We've been to Kingston once, Montego Bay once. I think that's it. That's the only ones I could.
That's some good looking places. Jamaica is a beautiful country.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, beautiful country. Now, what is your favorite thing to do on the soccer field? Like in your position as your role, what's your favorite like moments while on the field?
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I don't know, like I really love like the 50-50 tackles because I'm a defender, so I really love those, and like especially when I end up like winning them and I don't have to chase them back down. But the 50-50 tackles are really fun because it like shows how strong you are as a player and stuff like that.
I used to be a defender as well. I wasn't fast, so I definitely didn't like chasing them back down. So I was like, I'm either winning that one or it's getting past.
Especially when it's hot. I hate it.
Well, it is a little bit of a hot one out there right now. Ashlyn, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck to you the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Highlanders Forward is more than a rallying cry. It's a way of being. At Gordon State College, Highlanders move towards a bright future with an affordable, high-quality education that sets them up for lifelong success. Our students pursue their passions through nearly 30 exceptional degree programs that lead to exciting careers across the globe. They work towards academic excellence in challenging courses taught by exceptional faculty who support them along the way. They evolve as global citizens through study abroad programs, career-focused internships, and meaningful research and service initiatives that connect them to the world they live in. As graduates, Highlanders move confidently into their futures after earning valuable degrees at a fraction of the cost elsewhere. Gordon State College is the place where forward thinkers launch their dreams and shape better lives for themselves and their families. Start the journey to your future at Gordon State College. Apply today.
Welcome back inside, everybody. Eric Emerson here with Chad Feldman with K13 Media, and our first coverage of the Gordon State Highlanders soccer squad here this year, 2025, here in beautiful Barnesville, Georgia. And it's cooled off a little bit, Chad. We got some cloud coverage. We got some good breeze blowing through, so it's not too bad right now, but the score could be a little better. Gordon has had some opportunities, but still a 0-0 right now.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with Gordon coming off that big win on Saturday, 10-0 over Andrew. Here we are now scoreless at halftime. But, you know, Gordon has had the opportunities down on our side, Eric. We've had 3 really good looks, and, man, we had one that close hit right off the left post in the first half here today. So we've had a couple of chances. We just haven't been able to capitalize on it. But you've also got to give credit to this GMC defense. You know, they've played well. We've had a couple of chances to break away, and they've come in, slid, took some of our ladies out, and cleared the ball. So what would you expect otherwise, Gordon and GMC? A scoreless, tight contest here in Barnesville.
Honestly, wouldn't have it any other way between the Bulldogs and the Highlanders because, like we said at the top, these are 2 very storied rivalries that are playing out right here on the pitch in 2025, this year's iteration of it. Hey, got to give a huge shout-out, I would say, to Michaela Williams for GMC. She has been in net all game, and she has made some really incredible plays, and more of she thinks a lot in the net. She's a very calculated defender.
Yeah, Michaela has played wonderfully for the Bulldogs here today, and that last corner kick just before halftime, I mean, she went up and had 4 or 5 blue jerseys all around her. I mean, just came and just grabbed it, took that ball down to save a point and a score there for Gordon. So Michaela has played extremely well in the goal today for GMC. And, you know, again, we've had a couple of really good looks, and hopefully everything's looking good when we come back for Tatiana when we come back, number 20, because right before halftime she went down on that far side of the field, and hopefully, like you said, when she came out, it was just kind of to give her a breather before we get ready for the second half.
I think that might have been exactly what it was. Of course, I cannot do anything but speculate from this side of the pitch, but it looked like McCoy came off. She was a little bit slow to her feet, but had no problems walking, which is always a fantastic sign. Had an ice pack just on her head on the sideline. So, if anything, that tells us maybe a little bit of heat is just getting to her, and that absolutely is a little bit hot out there. But, like I said, I think it might have just been a calculated effort. Get McCoy a little bit more time and a little less minutes for her because she is such a crucial player on this Highlander squad.
And you can see both teams getting ready to come out and take their final stretches and warm-ups before we get ready to start the second half here today. And, Eric, before we do that, once again, just want to say thank you to these great sponsors on our screen here today, the wonderful folks at Coca-Cola, Waffle House, the Raintree Golf Club in Thomaston, and West Central Georgia Bank, all helping us bring you live coverage of Gordon State soccer here, our first home game of 2025. So, again, thank you very much. I was joking with the folks from Coca-Cola this morning through email. I said, I'm the biggest endorser and supporter of Cherry Coke Zero. Got one right here beside me ready to go today. So we can always use a few more, if we need them. But thank you to Coca-Cola, Waffle House, Raintree, and West Central Georgia Bank. No score. We are getting ready to start the second half once again here at Gordon State College in Barnesville. Alongside of Eric Edmondson, I'm Chad Feltman. T. Carmichael running the camera for us here this afternoon, and had a chance to chat with Dr. Moore at halftime here. Glad to have Dr. Moore at the house with us, and all the folks who have joined us here at Gordon State, the athletic complex, and on the live stream. We are glad to have you with us. Our first of 8 Highlander soccer broadcasts this season. And, boy, it's been a good start so far. No score as we get ready to start second half.
It's been a fantastic start, and that's absolutely what you want is just good, clean competition. That's exactly what we've seen so far on the pitch this afternoon. So, GMC getting ready for kickoff here. And here comes Tatiana McCoy. She will – where's she going to wind up? Is she going to take center or is she going to take a wing? I think she's going to take a wing from Tressler. Nope, never mind. Still figuring it out. All right, so McCoy will be back on that far side wing where Tressler, of course, we flip sides of the field, so now Tressler towards us as Gordon State will be tested on the defense early on. GMC coming out of their huddle, I'm sure they wanted to talk a lot about finishing. They wanted to finish a lot of the pushes that they started. Collision in the back between Jones and a Bulldog, but both of them come up clean from it. No whistle by the official. Here comes Park. Park up the center, looking for somebody, trying to get it to McCoy, but a good job to play that off the chest by the GMC defender as they will wheel that back forward. Kara Bishop now flipping into the midfield, flips back to Tressler. Good header by the Bulldogs as they press towards the midfield line, and they move past it. Getting caught up in the back there. I believe that is for 21, Chris Thompson. So we'll have a break here while GMC retrieves the ball. Get ready for their first throw in. Give a huge shout out towards halftime to Zipporah Sheely, who has been fantastic in the backfield today for Gordon State. Been the real captain back there. And a good stop there by Park as Park will push it up and get some clearance for her defense. Kara Bishop moves all the way out, trying to facilitate a little bit more, maybe trying to feed Fillingham a little bit. So we'll go to Coach K. Coach K just stoically, arms crossed on the side, even keel.
Coach Fasahini.
Fasahini.
You like Fasahini better or Coach K? I think of Coach K, man. I think of Duke. I don't know if I can do it this year.
That's fair.
Fasahini is just a cool name, though.
Well, I know that's what the squad calls him,
okay,
Coach
well,
K.
If that's what they call him.
I'm fine with Coach Fasahini as well. The new Gordon State coach, his hometown hailing from London.
Is that right?
That is correct.
That's a long way from Barnesville, Georgia.
This is a little bit away.
So Coach Fasahini, the new head coach here at Gordon State College. And, of course, for the Bulldogs, Coach Courtney Morgan, the head coach, and Madeline Graham, the assistant coach for Georgia Military.
Good program they run.
Absolutely. They both came by today, had a chance to confirm the link for the live stream, so glad they were able to get it, and glad to welcome the GMC fans on the broadcast here with us today. No score, just underway in the second half.
Bishop, a good job to leap up and put a head on that one. Now Bishop, again, has just found herself in the mix a lot here in this second half. She came on as a replacement early on, and tough tumble for the Bulldog, tripped over that ball.
I wonder if she went to softball practice before the soccer game started today.
I don't know. Could be.
I know she was over there yesterday for softball.
Mm-hmm. We'll be with softball later on this semester, I believe.
Yeah, October.
Canadian Futures game.
That'll be a lot of fun. Going to have the All-Stars from Canada coming out of Barnesville, Georgia.
That's always a great game to watch. I'm not sure how long they've been doing it, but they've been doing that game for a very long time.
It was a lot of fun to watch last year because I think they brought half of Canada with them. I mean, they had a dugout overflowing with softball all-stars. And the weather was great. It was a fun time. And I want to say when they came down, and Coach Alley can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I believe they come down and they play several teams while they're down. So I think they started with us and played a few more teams down in this area before they went back. Apparently it is tough to play softball in Canada in October.
Really?
Yeah, they say that doesn't work too well.
I would have never known.
It's still hot and warm down here.
Yeah, absolutely.
This false fall we have going here today. Hope you enjoyed it this morning because that's probably about all you're going to get for 40 months.
I did, Chad. I definitely enjoyed it this morning. I woke up, didn't feel like I had to turn on the AC. Good play here by Gordon as they continue to push. That was Fillingham on that one. But again, no true shot, or at least none that threatens. And Williams, once again, uncontested.
Yeah, the only close call we've had so far was that shot that hit off the left post.
And a fantastic look by Park.
Yeah, midway through the first half, and then again right before halftime, Mackenzie Williams, the goalkeeper for the Bulldogs, made an incredible save on a corner kick to keep us scoreless going into the halftime break.
McCoy watches that one. We get booted. Sidney Fluellen back in the midfield. Tressler. Good footwork, getting up the middle. Fillingham pushing, forcing Williams back, and it's left. Fillingham upset with herself after that one. Had the matchup she wanted, but a good job by the GMC defense to continuously put pressure on the lone attacker.
Well, Eric, we've been wide right. Now we're wide left and one off the post. We're all around the thing.
Heck, Chad, I think that might have been the best look that we've had. That was a one-on-one. You did exactly what I talked about earlier. You drew Williams out, and Fillingham saw that opportunity. I think that was the Highlanders' best look to this point because you leave the randomness out of it. Now McCoy. It's a one-on-one. She takes a shot, and a fantastic diving grab by Williams.
Wow.
Will save the first goal of this game.
Mackenzie Williams for GMC having herself an afternoon. A diving save to again keep this game scoreless.
And that's exactly something that I wanted the Highlanders to test. I wanted them to see how Williams can move in that box. Is she more of a commanding keeper, or is she one that can do everything? Is she one that's more handsy and can dive? And we just saw there's a very athletic keeper that they're dealing with here. Now they're going to have to pull out a different trick out of their bag to finish and put one in the back of the net.
Oh, yeah, we try to get her to lay out. She did. We tried a corner kick to get her off her feet. She did. So, yeah, we're going to have to sneak one by somehow. But, man, so far, Mackenzie Williams, goalkeeper here for the Bulldogs, having herself quite a game.
And if I count correctly, that's about 5 shots on goal for Gordon. As now they're being flipped to the defensive side. Racing in and able to keep it in momentarily.
I think it went
not for long.
Yep.
Yeah, sure did.
Have a throw in here by the Bulldogs. Great effort by the Highlanders. Try to tiptoe that sideline, but just a little too far out.
Ashlyn Jones had a touch there. We heard from her during our halftime interview.
What was your favorite thing to learn about Ashlyn?
Ashlyn, her heritagely, family's from Jamaica.
Okay.
Now, we have a player down here that looks like Park.
Still no whistle, man. There it is.
There it has to be. I think Park took a very tough shot on the ankle. And she was tangled up between a GMC attacker there.
We'll give Park a moment to catch her breath and be tended to by her teammates. And while they do that, again, thank you to our partners here today at Coca-Cola, the Waffle House, Raintree Golf Club, and West Central Georgia Bank. Our first soccer broadcast of 2025, but not our last, because coming up this Saturday, Eric and I are going to be right back here at Gordon State College in Barnesville as the Highlanders will welcome in USC Sumter Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. here at Gordon State.
That'll be a fun matchup. Still got one ahead of us, though, and Gordon hopefully doesn't lose Park for the rest of the match. He is able to walk off on her own power, but obviously that left ankle is the source of the ailment here.
I'm trying to say who's checking in. That looks like, I know there's a 2, Eric. It looks like 27.
27.
Okay, thank you.
That'd be correct. 27 was in the game earlier. So unable to put numbers to names this early point in the season. So they'll have a 50-50 here.
Well,
And
they're
nope, gonna
say
give it to
Gordon.
blue.
Yep.
Like that.
Highlanders will have possession.
Thought for a moment they would have something or another to battle it out, but no. That's the right call. Big boot here. Looking for Fillingham. Tressler racing in. Tressler up to Fillingham. Fillingham looking to win a foot race. Now McCoy. McCoy, tough touch, spins right off her foot, and the GMC defense comes in to swoop it away. Man, what a fantastic look for Gordon, and that touch by McCoy just off kilter ever so slightly, and that's exactly what stopped them from scoring there. That was going to be a fantastic boot, but just off the top, laces wrong from McCoy.
That's a couple of times today. McCoy's had a pretty good look. Just couldn't quite get that one in the footwork to go well for her. Now a free kick coming up here for the Bulldogs. Still no score. Just underway in the second half. A little less than 10 minutes into the second half. We're in the 54th minute.
A long boot, and Rebecca Tanner's just going to watch that one.
How about the kick there by number 17, Karen Prado, sophomore out of St. Cloud. I don't know what the football team has for kickers this season at GMC, but they may well go give Prado a good look.
Going back to that interview you were talking about earlier, Chad, our halftime interview with Ashlyn Jones. She, like I was saying, she is from Jamaica. Her family's from Jamaica, so they go down there around Christmas time for a family reunion every year.
That's not a bad trip for Christmas.
And we talked about what food, and I was like, I love me some jerk and some oxtail chicken. It's the best. You ever had anything like that?
No, sir.
Chad?
No oxtail chicken.
Oh.
Never done that.
You got to find some. Oh, tough touch by Tanner. And thankfully, she's able to get back there. That was just a loose ball in the box. And Brittany Benner almost came in and stole that away.
Yeah, Rebecca Tanner did a great job, though, to keep
Excuse me,
that.
that's Ryan Holmes.
It's really about the first time today we've really seen Tanner tested. Again, it's definitely been more of the Highlanders on the aggressive here today. 5 shots on goal so far, and well, we've been all around it. Wide right, wide left, off the left post. We've kicked one over the goal.
And this one a little bit easier for Tanner. Collects it on one hop. Gathers it.
Highlanders sitting at 1-0 on the season. Again, a 10-0 victory last Saturday over Andrew College down in Cuthbert, Georgia. Did you ever get a chance to travel with the Highlanders to Cuthbert? Have you ever been down that way?
I have been to Cuthbert, Georgia. Actually, that was one of the best memories I have with the Gordon State basketball team. Man, a tough shove there and a good win by the defense for the Highlanders. But as I was saying, it's one of the best memories I have. That was a great win that we had down in Cuthbert. As this one is rolled right over to Tanner. Easy does it. And it was the first time I had a celebratory dinner from a Huddle House.
Oh, nice. Ansley Butts, number 5, on that last kick there for the Dogs on goal. But again, Tanner there to put it away. I heard that's probably about all there is down there in Cuthbert. There's not much.
That would be correct. That was the only restaurant there.
Some of the softball girls were telling me last year, like, that is literally the longest drive they have ever been on in their entire life.
That would also be correct.
Oh,
Tough
huge
collision.
Wow.
Yeah. But a good job. Battle between sevens
Yeah.
there, and standing tall is the Gordon State Highlander.
That was Valentina Henriquez for the Dogs, sophomore out of Jackson County High School. And again, a big collision there. But it looks like both players are going to be okay. The two Magnets wearing number 7 out here.
Yeah.
And we heard that all the way here in the broadcast booth, about
Sure did.
100 yards away. But it looks like both ladies are going to be okay, and we continue on.
Sheely watches this one over her head. Adams trying to get that one loose, but a good job by the GMC defense. It'll be a throw in for the Bulldogs. Their touch, that'll find its way back. And it once again is going to be a throw in for GMC. Heading over there is Nidia Macarillo.
Easy for you to say.
I've been practicing.
Oh, wait till we get to basketball season.
Okay. I'll take that challenge.
When we get some of our Russian players and our players from the Middle East.
Had a professor at Gordon State as Bishop takes not at Gordon State. Bishop takes a tough shove to the ground at Piedmont University. He is the voice of the Athens Rock Lobsters. That's a shout out to Dr. Joe Dennis. He's the voice of the Athens Rock Lobsters, and that's a hockey team up there. So, man, you know a thing or two about hockey names, Chad.
Yeah, trust me, yes. Learned firsthand last year as the public address announcer for the Macon Mayhem hockey team. I'll tell you one thing, too, man. That was my first year ever working in hockey, and I always thought football players were tough and soccer players were tough, but my God, hockey players are just insane.
It's because the velocity you get on the ice.
And the fun thing is where we work at, down when it comes hockey season, we are down in the penalty box. And when those guys come up and slam that glass, and you're trying to call names, and all of a sudden it sounds like the building's coming apart, it's a lot of fun. Kind of scary, but a lot of fun, too.
Tough takedown there by the Gordon defense, who's been extremely physical this half. They've been a brick wall. Now GMC trying to break through said brick wall, but everyone racing back, including Fillingham.
Good clear out there for the Highlanders. GMC was trying to get that ball right to the middle, but the Highlanders were not having it.
Good stop by Chile, able to get a touch on that one. Now Tanner will put hands on it. What the Highlanders are lacking in speed right now, they are making up in dividends, in physicality. They are not giving up on a ball.
Well, that's the second time that GMC has gotten downfield, and it's been number 5, Ansley Butts, left-footed kicker, who has had a couple of good looks, but just hasn't been able to really get a lot of power behind the kick, making them pretty easy for Tanner. But number 5, Ansley Butts, has definitely been in the right spot at the right time the last couple of possessions here for the Dogs.
Bishop misplayed it, but makes it up as she steals it back away. This one near the Gordon bench, and it'll be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. So GMC coming out of the huddle at halftime, they have been a lot more aggressive, and they've been pressuring the defense for Gordon State a lot more, kind of similarly to how we saw the Bulldogs open up the match. But Gordon State still standing tall. In fact, I would say even a better defensive job as they did in the beginning. Tough slide tackle there and still able to keep up through it, able to stop momentum momentarily, and Rebecca Tanner is going to get that through ball right into her grasp.
Told you that Gordon is back here Saturday to take on USC Sumter. Well, next up for Georgia Military, they will be on the road to take on Oxford. That's coming up on Friday, and that'll be a 2 p.m. kickoff. GMC at Oxford Friday at 2. Gordon at home to take on USC Sumter Saturday at 3. That's what's coming up next for both teams here with us today. Again, another big conference game. Highlanders 1-0 on the season. Bulldogs 0-1. That'll be a non-conference game for Gordon on Saturday, but it will be a conference game for GMC as they take on Oxford on Friday.
A free ball there, and it's going to be collected by Gordon. Fluellen able to get it across midfield. Now this through ball looking for McCoy, perhaps. McCoy got to win the foot race. Still battling for it in the corner. It's going to roll out. Should be a throw-in for, it's going to be throw-in for GMC. Didn't see the final touch that McCoy had on it. Back through the middle and bounce right back. So Gordon now trying to shift and be aggressive on the offense. They've been aggressive on the defense all game long, but now a little bit of a different role for them. And now flying in out of nowhere is Prado. Prado facilitating a little bit there, and Butts a tough shove, and that is going to be a foul, taking down Ashlyn Jones.
Yeah, Ansley Butts, no doubt about that one, an easy call against GMC. Was talking about Oxford a few moments ago, the opponent next for GMC, Eric. They have actually yet to play a game so far this season. So this Friday's game against Georgia Military will be their season opener.
Interesting.
That'll be the 3rd game already of the year for GMC.
I was about to say, so do you prefer coming off fresh, or do you not like facing a team that's been through a couple battles to that point?
I like having the experience.
I like I like being a little more seasoned as well.
I mean, GMC a couple of games into the season now, starting to figure out their pieces, players in certain places. I'm sure Oxford will be ready.
Absolutely.
I'm sure just because it's their first game of the year, they're not going to come out, not knowing what to do or where to go. But definitely always like to have the experience and the time to gel and see what players work best with one another.
Fluellen flagging that one down, but she's going to watch it pass. Cheeley, who's been a little quiet in this half, standing up for that one. This one towards the middle. Butts trying to lay the attack on that one, and that Jones on the ball. Jones trying to stay on the line, that's going to go out, yeah. It was a good attempt there by Ashlyn Jones, but unable to keep it in. Now Prado looks like she's going to be the one to throw it in, as yes.
Threw it right over the head of Butts that time.
Amazing job of the Gordon State Highlanders to just race on that ball. It was about a 3-on-1 there, and Mia Boydell just completely overwhelmed. Couldn't keep that ball in forever. Prado once again, a throw in. Boydell will get another touch, and Jones just puts it right back on out.
You said Boydell's name, number 10, a sophomore at Peachtree Ridge High School up in the Gwinnett County area. I think that's one of my favorite things about doing the Gordon State broadcast, Eric, is learning where all the players are from, their hometowns, their high schools. Always cool to see how they found their way to their particular college, like Milledgeville. How do you find Milledgeville from Gwinnett County or Monroe area?
Peachtree Ridge,
yeah,
good
absolutely.
high school up there.
Biggest class in the state of Georgia in high school athletics.
Been to a couple baseball games there with the Gainesville Gold Diggers. That's where the Atlanta Crackers used to call home.
A buddy of mine was a football coach up there for several years, and he would call and tell me, he's like, man, you ain't going to believe it. We're just at practice today, and all of a sudden Nick Saban just comes walking in. Here's Kirby Smart, Dabo Sweeney. And I guess when you're in that, class, it was Class 7A at that time, and you're in that biggest class of the state of Georgia, I guess it's really nothing for, Coach Saban or Kirby Smart or Dabo to come in and just casually watch practice.
Prado with a corner. It's high, a little bit too far.
We're going to have another corner coming up here.
And doesn't look like it's going to be Prado this time.
Prado has definitely got a great foot on her. There is no doubt about it. But another corner coming up here for the Dogs. Second half action from Barnesville. We are in our 65th minute.
It's going to be Valentina Enriquez. This one's a little bit of a better cross, but it's a little bit too far inside as it'll go up against the outside of the net. And Tanner will just easily move towards it. Looks like we're going to have a substitution here for Gordon State. LaBeth Ramirez comes back in. She'll tag out with Fluellen. Cheeley's going to take this one from the box. It'll be interesting here, Chad. You see Ashlyn Jones has now moved up towards an attacking role. And Ramirez has taken on her spot in the back wing. Bishop. This one sent all the way over. That's going to find Holmes. Holmes takes a shot, and it's well wide.
Almost like a complete opposite of what we saw in the first half. And it's something about this end of the field. With Gordon State in the first half, the aggressor taking a lot of the shots. Now here in the second half, it's been all GMC. So far, I believe just one shot on goal for the Highlanders here in the second half. But like GMC has already put 5 or 6 up. We've seen Ansley Butts with a few of them, number 5.
And Gordon, it would behoove them to push the ball on the other side, because if you take a look at Williams over there, she's shading her eyes from the sun. That sun beginning to set, making havoc on the left side of the pitch. But first, you got to worry about this attack from GMC as they fly in the left side. And it looked like Butts on the goal, and yes, it is, right past Tanner. And the Gordon defense cracks momentarily, and GMC is up 1-0.
First goal of the game coming in the 67th minute for the GMC Bulldogs. They strike first, the freshman Ansley Butts out of East Coweta High School. Able to put the Dogs on the board at 67th minute of the contest. So Georgia Military strikes first. Well, Butts has certainly been very aggressive here in this second half. And that time she just got a great feed from Prado, number 17. And was able to send it in off that powerful left foot she has, and it puts the Dogs on the board 1-0 in the 67th minute.
We'll see how the Highlanders respond. They're already wanting to put the gas to the floor on that one, but unfortunately it's going to lead to a throw-in. That's something that has kind of ailed them on this side of the pitch to this point, was just the fact that they can't get anything started because a lot of their play has been near the lines.
You know, the crazy thing is the Highlanders have had more shots on goal by quite a few. Again, we missed 3 in the first half. 1 hit the post. But we just have not been able to sneak it in, and as close as we have been, once again, you got to give credit to Mackenzie Williams, the goalie for the Dogs, who has made not 1 but 2 really great saves today to help keep Gordon State off the scoreboard so far.
And unfortunately, the only shots that matter in this game are the ones that go in. And Sheely all over this ball trying to close off Butts again. And is that going to be a corner?
Well, Butts has that side of the
no, it's going to be a
working
keeper.
forward now. She's been over here on the right side, but again, a left-footed kicker. Now she's got her power side. And just like she was able to score that last goal, she is on the attack again on the far side. Again, the goal for Ansley Butts in the 67th minute. So far, the only score of the ball game. Highlanders now looking to tie it up. Gordon State coming off a 10-0 victory Saturday. GMC a 4-0 loss last week.
Fantastic stick by the Highlander defense to clear that ball momentarily as Prado moves back towards the middle. Your big boot coming. Tanner flagging it down, and she can't get it. It's over her hands, and a fantastic shot from well outside. Credit that one to Valentina Enriquez.
A long kick by Enriquez. Sophomore. And just like that, after GMC did not score at all in their opening game, and went scoreless here in the first half, they have now scored 2 goals in less than 3 minutes. Butts with a goal in the 67th minute. Enriquez a goal here in the 70th minute. So 2 very fast scores for the Bulldogs.
And it's worth mentioning, Chad, that early on in this second half, we saw Olivia Park go down for Gordon, and the attack just has not been the same.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Park did come out very early in the second half. And she had a couple of those shots for us in the first half, so we are certainly missing number 11 here in the second half for the Highlanders.
But Gordon perhaps an opportunity to climb back in it here, as they're going to get a corner opportunity. Appears to be Tressler taking it for Gordon. Raises the right hand, puts it in the air. It's a good look, and it's past a bunch of bobbing heads, and now Ramirez trying to salvage, goes to Jones. Jones trying to get it in through a cluttered box, and it's going to be passed out. It'll be a throw-in for Gordon. That was a fantastic cross and a fantastic look by Tressler, but unfortunately the Highlanders unable to connect on one. Jones.
Tressler with a perfect corner right in the middle where you wanted it. We just had nobody there to put it in. Perfect corner kick.
Butts will watch that one run out, as she will be not the one to throw it in. Thought she might have been for a moment, but it won't be. Instead, I believe it's going to be Justice Rogers who tosses it in. So this game was scoreless for a majority of it, and then all of a sudden, GMC explodes with back-to-back goals.
Yeah,
one of them from coming well outside.
Almost midfield. I mean, not far at all. That was an incredible kick by Enriquez. And it just sailed right over the head.
Good footwork here by Bishop. Winning the one-on-one momentarily before Prado sticks the big boot on it and pushes it all the way across.
I believe Eric is getting eaten up by the ants, the mosquitoes.
No, it was a hornet.
Oh, nice. Hornet. Keep him over there with you.
He's free now. I don't know where he went, so you better watch out, Chad.
Maybe they'll send him up to T, who's on top running the camera for us here today. Who, by the way, thank you for being here. Glad to have T with us, running the camera.
McCoy in the corner, pushing his line. Good defense here by Silvoy, and a good scoop by Williams.
Another good stop by Mackenzie Williams. Again, she had a diving save early here in the second half. I mean, a full extension laid out when the Highlanders were on a break. Gordon State has also kicked one off the post. That was back in the first half.
Not off the foot of Olivia Park. No longer in the game. Removed for a left ankle injury. So game slowed down a little bit here. The Gordon defense that was very aggressive to start off this second half, relenting just a little bit enough for GMC to put 2 in the back of the net. I mean, the defense was physical. And now just unable to find it once again. Ramirez on that one, getting it to Fillingham. Jones down the near side. In the box. Goes for one, and it's just 2 left of Williams and 2 left of the post. It was a good look by Jones, but she just cut that corner a little bit too early to give herself an even better look. So we'll see number 15 here, Maggie Brennan, come back for GMC. About to enter the 75th minute here. Gordon still quiet. The offensive onslaught at Andrew still not showing its head here. And Tanner let it roll right into her gloves.
Well, I think you said it best here a couple of times in the second half. Once Park has gone out, we have really just changed the offensive intensity. Park was a huge part of that in the first half, and we've gone from aggressor to just trying to, play defensively here as we got a Highlander down. Is that Bishop? Looks like number
Bishop
4. Yeah, Kara.
Clutching that's a cramp.
So Kara will go down, and while everybody attends to Kara Bishop, once again, it gives us a moment to say thank you to our sponsors here today. We want to give a big thank you to our friends at Coca-Cola, also the great folks at Waffle House, the Raintree Golf Club, and West Central Georgia Bank, all making it possible for us to be able to bring you live coverage of Highlander soccer here this afternoon from Gordon State College in Barnesville. Also glad to have our friends from GMC here tuning in to watch their Bulldogs, who are right now on top by a score of 2-0. A couple of quick goals for the Bulldogs. One came in the 67th minute. That was by Butts. And then in the 70th minute, Henriquez with a long goal. And again, that was the first 2 goals of the season here for GMC after being shut out in their opener last week and being shut out here in the first half. And then, boom, back-to-back goals in less than 3 minutes. And right now, that's the difference in this game. 2-0. Bulldogs on top as we're in the 76th minute.
Ramirez trying to get it to Jones. And Jones able to get it to Bishop. Bishop, yeah, that leg's still hurting her. You could tell off of that kick.
It's that left leg.
I think it's either a hamstring cramp or something of that nature. That kick just not as strong as we're used to seeing from Bishop. And speaking of Jones, it's just interesting seeing the role that Jones is in right now. She's been pushed up to the attacker role, and Labeth Ramirez has taken her spot on the defensive side. And you like seeing that because Jones is very aggressive in the back, and she's had a couple good looks, but unfortunately it's just been on the wing. We haven't been able to see any controlled passing up the middle, which is going to give you your best look at Williams, who has done a fantastic job moving to her left and right. Throw in here for Macario. Back towards midfield. And now, Fillingham, who hasn't been as active here in the second half, gets a couple touches on it, tries to pass back to Cheatley, but it's intercepted here by Boydell, or Botel. Back to Macario. Barnes for GMC. Ramirez trying to corral that one. It is going to be a throw in for the Highlanders, though. Lebeth finds Bishop. Cara passes back here. Big boot as Highlanders are just trying to clear this one. Good header there by McCoy to get it over the defender, but still got to get that finish, as it's a fantastic job by the defender in Rogers to wheel that one off. Good route closure. And this one's going to be pushed down to be a throw in here for the Bulldogs. Gordon's second game of the year. 1-0 to start off the season. 0-1 is GMC. Now Tanner having to come out of net and grab this one. We'll be back here on Saturday against USC Sumter. I believe that's a 3 p.m. kickoff. Is that right, Chad?
That is correct. 3 p.m. Saturday. We'd love to have everybody come out and join us. Weather's supposed to be pretty decent again, I believe. I think we're in the upper 70s, low 80s, which is still warm, but, you know, when it's not 98 and on the front porch of Satan's house, like it's been the last couple of months around here, goodness gracious.
Yeah, you can't walk outside without some shoes on. They're just going to melt. Another fantastic stop by Williams, who had to come out of net for that one. Coming out of net a long way. Boitel. Watch that one roll out.
And again, this is the only game in the conference today. Gordon sitting at 1-0. South Georgia at 1-0. Central Georgia Tech is 0-1 after their season opening tie. Oxford, the only team in the conference yet to play, but they'll change that coming up on Friday when they take on these very same Bulldogs. So we're trying to get back to 500 on the season. And then Andrew College also 0-1 on the season. So those are your 6 teams in the GCAA women's soccer standings.
Duo of substitutions here for the Bulldogs and one for Gordon. Cara Bishop will come off, and we'll see Olivia Park make a return to the pitch.
Hopefully that'll return some intensity as well, because Gordon State has just not really had too many chances to even be near taking a shot or setting up any offense since Park came out.
And you hate that it comes at the cost of Cara Bishop, who's been a fantastic facilitator in the midfield. But unfortunately, Bishop's still dealing with that cramp in the right leg.
Well, it's getting late, Eric. We're in the 81st minute. So even if Park is going to have an impact, we're going to have to do it quick. We're down 2. 81st minute of the contest. Again, back-to-back goals by the Bulldogs in the 67th minute and the 70th minute.
Gordon's going to return Lanier to the pitch. That one off the back of the head of Prado. Lost sight of the ball, but she's able to recover well. Prado in the midfield, a huge kick, and it's blocked up very well. Even bigger block. GMC towards the corner, and it'll be booted out. I believe the final touch went. No final touch. Didn't roll out just yet. So GMC will reclaim it. This one past Lanier, and now Fillingham trying to get a look. Macario on that one, and now both Jones and Fillingham trying to motion for it. There's a foul in the backfield.
Oh, we do have the penalty. Just want to update everybody for our broadcast on Saturday. We will be right back here on the YouTube channel. So if this is your first time tuning in, we thank you for joining us here today. K13 Media, be sure to share with your friends and family that we will be right back on Saturday, 3 p.m. for the kickoff. Eric and I will be back on air around 2:50 on Saturday. So be sure to join us. Subscribe. It's absolutely free to subscribe to the channel. Spread the word and share. We are here for all of Gordon State's home soccer games this season, along with all of our home basketball games in the fall. And then next spring, Eric and I will be right here for Gordon State baseball and softball, your official broadcast partner for Gordon State athletics.
Good couple seasons lined up. Lebeth Ramirez is not a foul. It's a injury pull as Ramirez leaves. She had a nosebleed. And so Fluellen will come in.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun season for sure. This is actually our first broadcast of the 2025-2026 season.
McCoy trying to get something started in the opposite end, and a good block up as will be completely put out. On that was Amy Silvoy. Jones getting set to throw it in.
I'm going to challenge our friends from Coca-Cola next time we're here to have us a...
Filling him off the back of the head, and that was almost a look what I just did type of goal there, but Williams has not broken at all.
That was a heck of a shot, though, by the Highlanders. Fillingham almost snuck one in there. Great header that almost went in, but again, Williams with another incredible stop. I was getting to say I'm going to challenge our friends at Coca-Cola to see if we can, I don't know, get us a good cooler of cold drinks here at the broadcast booth. I'm just sitting here imagining right here some cherry Coke, Coke Zero, cherry, Diet Coke, cherry, anything with cherry. Hint, hint.
I know you've been thinking about a Diet Cherry Coke all day.
All day. Had lunch at Highlander Hall earlier today.
Jones trying to break away here, but excellent defense once again by Maggie Brannon.
Yeah, GMC just doing very well right now defensively. Getting back. Again, if you're just joining us, we've had a couple of really, really good looks, but they all come in the first half. We have just not had many shots at all here in the second half. Missed one off the left post about midway through the first half. Had a great corner kick that Williams jumped up and just
fantastic.
Just robbed, tugged straight out of the air. Looked like a great corner or DB in a football game and just went up with about 4 or 5 blue jerseys around her and just snatched it out of the air. And that's as close as we've been able to get. As we're in the 85th minute, Eric, we got to do something and do it quickly.
Yep. GMC scored back-to-back goals in quick succession. Gordon could do the same. It's going to take a heck of a lot of effort, though, especially when GMC continues to compound the pressure on their side of the pitch as Prado backs up for a kick. This one well out.
Another good one. Wow, another good kick from Prado.
Strong.
Yeah, number 17 has got a very, very strong foot over there for the Bulldogs. Again, the goal she scored, or she assisted on, I should say, to Butts back in the 67th minute. Sent it right down the middle of the field, and Ansley Butts came pouring in and used that left foot and just pounded it home.
Sheely, good kick herself. And Sheely has had a great day as well, albeit a lot of that great day coming in the first half. Rather quiet. And that Butts breakthrough on the left side came under her watch. Although there's only a certain amount of times you can keep a great player like Butts contained.
Well, let's not forget, she scored on her third attempt in the half.
Yes.
She had 2 previous attempts that were from over here on the right side. And again, being a left-footed kicker, just not her strong side. But when she got to the left side and got the feed from Prado, I mean, she just made it look easy. So she was there flirting a couple of times, and it finally got something she could put something behind and made it count.
Fluellen, a fantastic job to tightrope. Now there's the breakaway. Lanier on the left wing, trying to round it out, is going to slow the momentum. Now going back through, goes for the kick, and it's a little weak, and Williams will collect.
Good opportunity there, but
you feel like, with a lot of these reactions from the players, you feel like every person on this Highlander squad in the midfield and above, they have the opportunity and the potential to put one in the back. They're all very strong-footed. It just hasn't come together. It seems like everyone trying to put in the back of the net at the same time.
they're moving quickly now. Here we go again.
Gordon looking for a breakaway. Once again on that left side, it's weak. Williams right near the post. It was going to be trying to put a thread through a needle there, and it was a good shot. It would have gone in, but Williams, once again, ever reliable in the net.
That's that shot. You got to get some air on it. Get it up. Because Williams has played great trying to sneak it in that corner.
And if you can bury that towards the upper 90 or towards the crossbar.
Well, we've been attacking it. Here we go again.
Jones on an attack midfield, and Williams watched it on the ground once more. I believe Jones did try to get a little air under that one. It had a little bit of a bump and run look to it. But again, Williams able to watch that one.
Well, we've been down now 3 times in the last couple of minutes. And, Eric, we are about to enter the 90th minute.
Should be some extra minutes to play.
A little bit of stoppage time coming up, and see if we can take advantage of it. But again, Williams laying out not once but twice the last couple of possessions to keep this a 2-0 game. Again, I think if we could get some air underneath that ball and try to get into that back corner, that's going to be our best shot, because Williams has proven not once, not twice, but 3 times today she can move very well side to side. And we are in the 89th minute, so getting down to it.
Tanner will get this one. And Tanner hasn't had a bad day either. Just the one that came from well outside just completely went over her head and hands. Again, from well outside. There was a lot of heat on that one. Put in by Enriquez.
Yeah, and the first goal was that 2-on-1 breakaway.
Yes, that is not one you can do a lot about.
That was the one that Butts was able to get
the
behind.
Power side.
And Butts was able to sneak in and then take the assist from Prado. And there was just not really much that could be done on that one. But the second kick, maybe so. Maybe just misplaced it a little bit, a little too far up. But again, I don't think many of us here were expecting Enriquez to send that thing from almost midfield, and caught everybody off guard and just snuck it over the head. And for the second goal.
Tatiana McCoy is going to come out of this game. Tressler's going to re-enter.
And Eric, we are officially in the 90th minute, so
should be a couple more minutes here as the officials will let it play. Kara Bishop also re-enters. So Gordon State just unable to put together a cohesive attack against GMC, and the Bulldogs really ultimate opportunists, just taking care of business in quick successives of 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Goals in the 67th and the 70th minute.
Tough touch there, and it'll be a foul against the Highlanders. That's going to be a tough foul to call, especially when you see how rough Lanier went down.
And that's going to give GMC another great opportunity here, and I believe that's Enriquez, number 7.
That'd be correct.
Who was lined up to take this kick, as we're now in the 91st minute. Again, Enriquez scored in the 70th minute. A booming kick from almost all the way at midfield.
Yeah, she was about 15 yards back of where she stands now.
And if she can clear this wall right here,
yeah, about
got another good shot.
Where Maggie Brannon is right now. That's an excellent block by Kara Bishop. She takes a blow to the head, and yeah, she's going to need a second to collect herself. That was a rocket ship off the right leg of Enriquez, and Bishop collected all of that effort.
And let's not forget, Kara's already gone down a couple of times today with what looked like some cramping in that left hamstring. And now she'll take that one right off the head to really add on to it. But selfless play there by Kara Bishop late in this game. And we should have a whistle here.
A foul, yep.
Good shot coming up for Gordon.
Jones was on a breakaway. That's an unintentional one. Brooke reached in a little bit too far there. Tripped up Jones. So now Tressler. And Gordon State sensing a lot of haste suddenly, feeling the minutes compound on them. We're in the bonus.
And Brooke Reach, number 11, like Eric said, from Monroe area, sophomore for the Bulldogs. And another great opportunity here for the Highlanders to get on the board.
Tressler going for it all. It's going to sneak. No. But on it. It looked like it might have crossed momentarily, but a fantastic job and a fantastic finish. And it looked to be Lanier on the final touch, and now a 2-1 game. So no shutout for GMC.
Man, I don't know. That first shot
it looked like it might have
like it hit that top crossbar and came down and in. But
what it might have been, it just didn't completely break the plane.
Either way, it's a goal for Gordon.
And you like to see it.
And it makes it a 2-1 game as we enter the 93rd minute. So that's the first of, man, what could have been 3 or 4 today. And now we really, really got to hurry to try to get down there and get another one.
So Cheeley over to Tressler. Tressler is going to be turned on the afterburners, trying to carry this ball. Good footwork to stop the momentum. This one up towards Lanier. Lanier corralling it, looking for Jones. Jones continually going. It's a one-on-one. Jones takes a shot, and it sails just an inch too high. A fantastic finish by Jones and a great look, but unfortunately just a touch too tall.
What another golden opportunity. Right there. Breakaway. Good-looking shot. And just a little too high.
Cheeley pressing up, goes to Bishop. Cheeley again, boots it across, looking for Lanier. Lanier scopes it out, doesn't go for it. Park watches it over her head. It rolls all the way to the backfield. Now Tanner's going to have to come out of net here, and it's blocked up. Tanner is exposed. She's not in net, and a fantastic job by the Gordon State defense to buy their keeper some time before she has to race back to the post. It's going to roll out.
Boy, that was risky. Huge risk there for Tanner. And like you said, luckily the teammates there in blue were there to get it away, but that could have been the nail in the coffin as we're approaching the 95th minute.
5 minutes
gotta
of
go,
extra time here for the referees. Tressler trying to win the battle. She's able to break through. Jones looking for redemption, going up the middle in a trip and a foul.
Yeah, that's going to be Henriquez. I beg your pardon. That's going to be Prado, number 17. Who is going to be...
That's going to be yellow card there to Enriquez.
Prado, beg your pardon. 17, Prado, was going to be called with that for GMC. So
Enriquez trying to plead her case with the head official. Head official
that's
just
our
explaining
first
to her.
card of the game, too.
It
Eric?
is.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow, the 95th minute. Been a very clean game between the two teams.
Maybe no card. Card never, I don't believe it was presented, but it was just a stern talking to.
Well,
but it's going to have to be a shot from well outside from Bishop.
And
Well outside.
How
She
sweet would
raises
this be for Kara?
the left arm, boots it high. Going to need a secondary touch. If that, it's going to roll out, and Williams will collect.
Well, you like the idea by Kara. Send it down there and see if something can happen.
It's more of a floater. You like the trio you had up there in Tressler Park, or rather the quartet in Tressler Park, Jones and Lanier. Maybe would like to see Cheeley on that kick. A little bit more accurate.
96th minute.
This one breaks through. Olivia Park trying to be fast, but Williams has a little bit more opportunity.
Now you just got to stay up and attack. Just keep this ball in front of you. And there's the whistle, and I believe that is going to be the final.
So Gordon State, a valiant effort in the final 5 minutes, and they won't be shut out, but they will have some things to talk about and some questions to answer before their next matchup on Saturday. They need to finish a little bit better, Chad.
Yep, you're absolutely right. 2-1 our final. GMC with the victory. We'll take a quick timeout, and when we come back, Eric and I will wrap up and recap today's game and get you ready for what's ahead Saturday. That's coming up right after this timeout from Gordon State College.
Campus life at Gordon State College is all about moving forward together. With a vibrant student community and hundreds of organized activities, there's no limit to how much you can get involved. At our Student Activity and Recreation Center, meet up with friends to play video games, start a workout regimen, and even host a movie night. Join an intercollegiate or club sports program like baseball, basketball, volleyball, or golf. Break a sweat with your favorite intramural sport, fitness squad, or one-on-one match. Or grab a group of friends and cheer on your Highlanders from the stands. Beyond academics, Highlander Nation is a place to connect with one another and build lifelong friendships. Get involved with a student organization or a club that aligns with your passions. Students can connect with our community through theater productions, service projects, or speaker series. Whether you live on campus or off, students can enjoy it all. Learn more about getting involved in Gordon State College campus life. Visit the Student Life Office today.
A 2-1 finish as GMC takes home their first win of the season. Meanwhile, Gordon State will lick their wounds after their first loss of the season. Again, a 2-1 victory for the GMC Bulldogs. And Chad, it looked like early on that Gordon State might have the best looks offensively, but a quick succession of a duo of goals for the Bulldogs led them to victory.
Yeah, we were so close in the first half here today. Again, 3 shots on goal. One of them was just that far from going in off the left bar, and it looked like, we were the more aggressive team in the first half. But, man, in the second half, GMC came out fighting. And 2 goals in 3 minutes. One in the 67th minute by Butts, the other in the 70th minute by Henriquez. And again, Eric, after being shut out in their first game of the season and shut out in the first half here today, they came out and took advantage. And it really worked when Butts was able to get downfield and go from the right side to the left side, use that left foot, and take that first assist from Prado to really get the scoring started with her first goal. And then I don't think anybody really expected the long shot there from Henriquez from almost midfield for the second goal of the game. But how about it for the Highlanders? I mean, they came out in that second half late. I mean, in the 93rd minute.
93rd minute, they scored their first goal off of Lanier, I believe, and the goal was off of a set piece, hit the top of the crossbar, and we thought that the crossbar hit went in, but thankfully Lanier was able to fly in, get past Williams, who, by the way, was fantastic today.
I think if you give out a Player of the Game award to anybody today, it's got to go to the goalie, Mackenzie Williams, for GMC. Many saves today. Had the one just kind of sail over her head, hit the crossbar, and it got pushed in, but nothing really got
That's
by
more on
her.
the defense than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mackenzie Williams, the big hero today, I would say, for GMC, who picks up their first win of the season, and now they are sitting at 1-1, and unfortunately for the Highlanders, with the loss, we are also sitting at 1-1 on the season. So first home game, a lot of fun. It went by real quick, but man, that doggone close. Had our opportunities.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about it. Just couldn't cash in.
And there's going to be a lot of good conversations that are going to be had. I can tell, because while the Highlanders didn't have the best finishes today, there wasn't a time during the game that they looked bad. There wasn't a time during the game where there were some things that were like, okay, they're definitely going to need to have to work on this, or there wasn't any glaring holes in their game. They're a very aggressive team on the attack.
Well, the one thing I noticed more than anything today, we saw it in the first half, the aggressive play by Parks, number 11 for the Highlanders. She went down early in the second half, and it was like our offense went down with her. But the second she came back,
that's true.
We got going again on that offensive side, scored a goal in the 93rd minute. So I think that had a lot of if Parks stays,
multiple players playing multiple roles is how this game works, and you just gotta be able to answer the bell.
Well, again, want to say thank you to our partners who helped us bring you live coverage of Highlanders soccer today, including our friends at Coca-Cola, Waffle House, the Rain Tree Golf Club, and West Central Georgia Bank. Eric, a lot of fun here today. We got the first one out of the way. I think we'll be a little bit better ready to go coming up for our next game, which, by the way, is coming up on Saturday.
Absolutely. Join us here Saturday against USC Sumter. That is a 3 p.m. kickoff. Of course, we'll be getting ready to get on air around 2:50 to 55.
Hopefully you can be here with us. Again, 3 p.m. at Gordon State College. If you can't join us in person, we hope you can join us for the live stream this Saturday. So once again, your final score today from Barnesville. GMC able to win this one by the final of 2-1. For Eric Edmondson and T. Carmichael on the camera, I'm Chad Feltman. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Hope you can come back. We'll do it again on Saturday, 3 p.m. We'll kick it off against USC Sumter. Until then, have a great rest of the week. Let's go Highlanders. We'll talk to you again on Saturday.
roofing, gutters, siding, painting, concrete, fencing, and more. The list goes on and on. No matter what you need done around the home or office, Advanced Roofing and Interiors can handle it all, even major storm damage. No job too big or too small. When was the last time you checked the condition of your roof? Advanced Roofing and Interiors offers free roof inspections. Don't wait for issues to arise. Contact us today for a free roof inspection. Our expert team will provide an assessment, answer all of your questions, and ensure your peace of mind. Be sure to visit our Facebook page to see recently completed projects and read real customer reviews from real customers. Advanced Roofing and Interiors is locally owned and operated, licensed and insured, and works with all insurance companies. Visit us online at advancedroofingandinteriors.com to learn more and to see all services we offer.
By now, you probably know that Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram sells more vehicles than any other dealership on the South Side. But don't take my word for it. Check out our Facebook page. That's where you'll find your friends, your neighbors, your family, and your coworkers, all posing with their brand new rides. What are you waiting for? You could be next. Shop our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com, and let's make 2025 the time to find your new ride at Countryside. How does Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson sell more vehicles than any other dealership in the area? It's simple. We have the most inventory. Regardless if you're looking for a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, or a high-quality, low-mileage pre-owned vehicle, we've got something for everybody. Be sure to check out our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com, and let's make 2025 the time to find your new ride at Countryside.